As you just read on the last slide, my name's Jeff Morford, and I thought a good background for this slide would be the view outside of my window right now, because a couple months ago I passed up a chance to leave the state of Michigan during February because of a personal commitment, and I thought this picture of the view outside my office right now contrasted with the picture of me taken on Kauai in the Prezi presentation would be a good representation of my regret right now. No, I seriously have a family commitment. I would have loved to have joined you, not only because I like the work the Dana Center does, but also because of the weather. But I think I hope that you'll find that this professional development is helpful. One thing I'd like to point out is that sometimes when I'm trying to use the software, I will get very thoughtful and pauses in my speaking, and that's because I can't do two things at once. I'm old. I'm not like the young folk that I teach, and so as I try to use the software, you'll sometimes hear awkward pauses, and it's also part of it is just the way you communicate when you're making a presentation like this versus in person. I remember in 2008 when Obama interacted with a crowd, the speeches were fantastic. Regardless of what you thought of Mr. Obama's politics, you had to like the way he spoke. Well, on the other hand, I had a chance to see him speak to a group I was at, but it was over satellite, so he wasn't able to get the feedback of the crowd, and while he was still a good speaker, he wasn't a great speaker. Well, I'm starting at probably better than mediocrity, but I also won't get a chance to get feedback from you. And so for that reason, if something I say seems to miss the mark, doesn't have clarity, of course, feel free to ask questions about it. If the folks at the Dana Center can't help you with this, they'll forward it on to me, and I'd be happy to clarify what I meant. The other thing that, since I won't get feedback from you, I know in professional development, when I go to professional development, anywhere from half to 90% of it, depending on the session, I might be, well, of course, I know that, I know how to do that, and I won't be able to get that feedback from you. Still, I hope as a goal that everyone who participates in this comes up with at least one new idea, one new way to read as you edit, and that way you can improve the way that you do editing. The Dana Center can improve the product that they create. With that, I think we'll move on and start talking about the specific ways that I read a document when I'm asked to edit it for the Dana Center.